You kind of consider Jeannie sort of a tomboy.
Yes, I do. I do. She was a tomboy. She enjoyed physical things, and she was kind of open, like little boys are open. And she was never duplicitous. You knew exactly. She was honest. You knew exactly what she was thinking and what she was doing every minute.
What was shooting the pilot of I Dream of Jeannie like?
Cold. Very cold. We were at part of the Zuma Beach, and this is always the case, though. I mean, if you're doing a photo shoot or whatever, you're in bathing suits in winter,
Right.
and you're in fur coats in the summer.
Right.
And I was in a Genie gauzy outfit. It was cold, but it was one of the best shoots I've ever had. I loved doing it. I had been released from Fox, and I had done 2 films at Columbia, 2 at MGM, and 2 at Universal, and I guest starred on a couple of TV shows. And I didn't really know what I was going to do next. I had been reading in the trades about this show, I Dream of Jeannie, and they were testing all the gorgeous brunettes in town, all these long-legged beauty queens,
Right.
I thought, well, that's not for me. And then one day I was sent a script, and I read it. My agent called me and said, what did you think of the script? I said, it's fabulous. I love it, but are you sure they know what I look like? And he said, well, they must, because they've made an offer, and they're very, very interested in you. And Sidney Sheldon would like to meet you in person. So the next day I had tea with Sidney Sheldon at the Beverly Hills Hotel, and that's how I got the part. Now, having said that, I think Sidney had already done his due diligence. He must. He's a very smart man. And I realized later that we had many acquaintances in common, and they were comedy writers. And of course, that's what Sidney did. And I think he asked people and found out about my work. I really do, because I never tested for the part.
Interesting. So, as you said, you thought that they were going to pick someone tall and exotic and that sort of thing. You mentioned Sidney Sheldon. What was it like working with him and for him? And what kind of creative mind did he really have?
Sidney had the best imagination of anyone I've ever met. He could just conjure up stories and thoughts and people and characters. He should have been the 1001 Nights, girl, if he was a girl.
Right.
But he was very positive, had a very positive outlook, not a negative bone in his body. I loved working with and for him.
If you've enjoyed your journey on the TV Time Machine, please like and subscribe. We look forward to having you again on the TV Time Machine.